Hi guys, Jay Norton here once again, and what if I told you I discovered a bit of a secret when it comes to learning Japanese? Well, it's not a massive secret. However, it's something that I've recently discovered, though it isn't new. Sorry about the Christmas tree still up in the background. It isn't something that's new. However, it's something that's new for me and a way of practicing and kind of perfecting your Japanese in a way that maybe a lot of people hadn't thought about before. So, when I say the device of how I've been perfecting my Japanese, you're probably going to be a little bit surprised. So, I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to breathe. TikTok Live. Now, I know you're not going to believe it, and I did not believe it too. Recently, I had started a Japanese TikTok in order to kind of practice creating content in Japanese. Some people are really, really good at it. I don't really like those videos personally where you're interviewing people in the street, like practicing Japanese with people in public until I'm fluent in Japanese. It's like, I don't really like pulling the public and just people going about their day into your content. So I wanted to find something that I could do at home. Of course, speaking is the best way to get better at speaking. The more you speak, the better at speaking you get. Kind of natural when you think about it. However, I was trying to find ways that I could get more speaking practice. Now, I want to get more into speaking on video in English and Japanese. And I do a lot of speaking at work to people face to face. I've done a lot of speaking on Zoom, but the people on the other side of the call are people that I've known. And for example, when I'm doing school tours or when I'm doing the orientation for my yearly school curriculum, I already know what I'm going to be saying. So I've kind of got an idea, and a lot of it is repeated from the year before. Now, what I discovered is that I could just jump into a TikTok live from my phone, very easy, just turn it sideways the way that it is now, and I can get straight in. What I then realized is that if I'm going to make a TikTok live show interesting, I need to start just speaking about anything. Now, this is where things get really fun. Maybe fun is the word, but I had to carry a show on my own because there's no guarantee that somebody's gonna just join and start commenting and leaving things for you to bounce off of. So I also have to think, well, no one's gonna stick around unless I'm speaking. So I would just start talking about me coming to Japan, my story of coming to Japan. And then slowly people would start coming in, asking me questions. I do get the where are you from a lot. People asking about immigration, laws, differences between Japan, what Japanese food do you like? But what I realized is that because I have to carry all of this on my own, it's completely up to me to just keep everyone engaged. And what has been really great so far is that it says that you get your statistics at the end of each live, and I think after about a week and a half I've done about 6 or 7 lives now, and apparently some people have watched my lives for over 4 or 5 hours. Like one individual person has watched like every single live show, which is great because they're the ones who keep commenting. And the little things that also help as well is when I get stuck and when I don't know a word and when I don't know how to read something or how to say something. For example, I was talking about my dogs. I introduced my dogs on a live. And I wanted to say that my dogs always bark at people, but they love the vet, the person who takes care of them. But I didn't know how to say vet in Japanese, despite the fact that I've been to the vet dozens of times. You don't go, hey vet, how are you? Because we usually just say sensei in Japanese, like a doctor, similar to a doctor or similar to a teacher. And of course, I know the veterinarian office is called the Dobutsu Byoin, so it's just animal hospital. But I didn't know what the actual vet was called, so I just said, "Sorry, can please somebody tell me what the name of the person is?" And they were like, "Oh, it's Jui. The name of what you call a vet is Jui." So you can just ask people for help with things as well, and you get the feedback in real time. It's something that was really, really cool. and people can join your fan club, whatever that means, and people were sending me heart emies and finger hearts, whatever all that means. I think they become money when you get enough of them. According to TikTok Live, I have made 50 cents this month from TikTok Lives, which is more money than I've made from all of YouTube in the past couple of years. So pretty cool, I guess. But I didn't really think of this kind of area for practicing my Japanese. It's made me very conscious of thinking of conversation, making that conversation flow, continuing that conversation by myself. When there are no comments for a brief period, how can I engage people? Asking the people in the comments questions too. It has been something that has helped me really level up my ability to just BS in Japanese. I think that's one of the best ways to say it as well. Of course, my Japanese is not perfect. It will never be perfect, but I do feel like I have a very good level of Japanese compared to a lot of other people on YouTube, TikTok, and stuff like that. But I'm not the kind of person who wants to just point at people and say, you can't really speak Japanese. You've just clipped this, you've edited this so that it looks like you're speaking Japanese well. But I want to just be true to myself. I won't speak Japanese on these YouTube videos because there's literally no reason for me to do so. If I ever do need to make a Japanese speaking video, I will at some point. But if you want to hear me speaking Japanese, come see one of my TikTok lives. It's kind of advertising for myself. So I thought that was just a cool little tip that I'd picked up recently that I just never even thought about. And the funny thing is, I just don't even use TikTok anyway. Like, I don't watch other people's TikToks. I actually think TikTok is quite dangerous if people's algorithms really get twisted in the wrong way. However, just me posting there, I feel like is a nice barrier that I don't have to engage with the viewing of the content, but at least I can put myself out there and speak on there, I guess. So yeah, guys, if you do want to practice your speaking and get a bit more confident when speaking, try a TikTok live. It might actually surprise you how fun it can be. Of course, be aware that it is the internet and some people might be rude. I've had a couple of people who've been a little bit silly, a little bit naughty, but just block and get them out of there. But yeah, guys, if you've got any tips for improving your Japanese, your speaking or reading, writing, anything like that, please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.